Archangel Michael says, the winds around you are not just shifting, they're screaming of a transformation no one is prepared to witness. The one who doubted you the most is about to see a version of you that will make their eyes tremble and their soul regret every word they whispered behind your back. Their silence will be louder than their previous judgment, and their tears will not be for your pain, but for the realization of how wrong they were. You are entering a phase where everything they mocked will be the very thing they'll envy. The confidence rising within you is not born out of arrogance, but out of the ashes of everything you survived in secret. They saw the outer you, but now, they're going to be shocked when the inner warrior finally steps forward. This transformation isn't just about success, it's about vengeance without violence. It's about presence without proving. And it's about healing in public when they expected you to break down in private. Someone is already feeling it in their chest, the unease, the discomfort, the panic. That's their spirit sensing your elevation. That's their fear reacting to your glow. That's their ego being burned by the fire they lit under you, never realizing it would forge gold. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your future is not just going to be bright, it's going to blind the ones who couldn't see your value. You won't need to tell them anything. Your results will scream louder than any explanation you could ever give. Archangel Michael says, the divine is placing you in positions you once begged for while you were in your weakest season. You will walk into rooms you used to daydream about, and you will do it with such calm, even those rooms will pause to watch you. There's a person right now praying you never remember what they said when they didn't believe in you. But the universe never forgets. And now, that same person will witness your elevation without having access to your energy. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your glow-up will be so unstoppable that it won't just change your life, it'll haunt the memories of those who once laughed at your dreams. Their envy is already brewing. But instead of fighting it, you're going to fly above it. There will be whispers about you, how did you do it, who helped you, what changed? But none of them will know the nights you cried, the days you pushed, the moments you nearly gave up. That is your power, silence in the process, thunder in the result. Someone you once loved is about to weep, not because they lost you, but because they're starting to see who you're becoming without them. That's the part that cuts deeper than anything. You didn't just survive, you evolved. And now, the very love they took for granted will become the void they can never refill. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You were never ordinary. They just refused to see the extraordinary written in your steps. But the truth has a funny way of rising, even when people try to bury it with judgment, gossip, and manipulation. This person thought you would always remain in the shadows of your insecurities. But now, they're about to choke on their expectations as the spotlight shines on your greatness. They once said you wouldn't make it, but now, they're quiet. Why? Because your transformation has become too loud to ignore. The days of doubting yourself are over. The future you is arriving with fire in their eyes, and peace in their soul. The pain made you, and now, your peace will protect you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, don't go back to explain your healing to those who were committed to misunderstanding your growth. Let them cry. Let them sit in their regret. That's their journey, not yours. You're building something sacred in silence. And when it's finally unveiled, even the ones who never clapped will be forced to stand in awe. What's coming next will make them stare, not speak. Someone from your past is already watching your progress silently, pretending not to care. But their heart races every time your name is mentioned. They scroll through your life in silence, hoping you don't notice their silent obsession. What they don't realize is, you've already outgrown the version of you they once knew. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There will be a moment soon, a divine setup, where this person will come face to face with you again. But this time, they won't be looking at the version they left behind. They'll be looking at the version who learned to rise without needing their hand. Your presence will be so radiant, it will speak louder than your voice. They'll feel every wound they left on you, now transformed into wings. The very space they once abandoned will now be the throne you rise from. You are the storm they didn't expect. The fire they couldn't control. And the future they never thought would carry your name. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They'll regret not standing beside you when all you needed was belief. They'll regret betraying the heart that only wanted the best for them. But by then, your table will be too full, and their name will no longer have a seat. This transformation isn't for validation, it's divine fulfillment. It's every prayer being answered, every tear being redeemed. And when they cry, it won't be because you hurt them, it will be because they hurt themselves by underestimating you. Their tears won't be out of love. It'll be the pain of realization that you were always the blessing they couldn't see. Type Amen to get blessing 222. This is your era. The era of the unstoppable, untouchable, divinely protected you. Every shadow you walked through has only prepared the light that now surrounds you. This person is not just going to miss you. They are going to mourn who you used to be because they can no longer access who you've become. And that's the karma they created with their own hands. You will not get revenge with words or fights. Your success will be the loudest reply. Your peace will be the sweetest punishment. Archangel Michael says, your glow was never meant to be hidden, it was just waiting for the right storm to activate it. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The storm came. The betrayal happened. The heartbreak shattered you. But what rose from that destruction is a force even angels salute. You are not returning to your past. You are rewriting your future. And the pen is now in your hands, not theirs. They'll watch you from afar and wonder how you became so fearless. But they will never know it was their cruelty that taught you to be unbreakable. Type Amen to get blessing 999. In the silence of their room, they'll cry. Not because you changed, but because they never imagined you could. The same you they once dismissed is now the you the world is about to celebrate. Don't look back. Keep going. The best part of your story is still unfolding. Every voice that said, "You can't," will be drowned out by the applause of those who see your truth. Your story isn't just inspiring, it's divinely orchestrated. Let them cry. Let them regret. Let them witness what happens when heaven decides to elevate a soul no longer willing to stay small. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You are not who you used to be. You've grown wings where they placed weights. And now, nothing can stop the future version of you that's walking boldly into destiny. Every moment of doubt, every betrayal, every cold shoulder, it was fuel. Fuel for the flame that now burns so bright, it scares those who tried to dim you. Your silence was your power. Your resilience, your weapon. And now, your transformation is your revenge. The ones who once talked behind your back will soon struggle to speak your name with confidence. Type Amen to get blessing 121. They'll cry. But you'll keep rising. Because you were never meant to stay in the valley they buried you in. You are coming into a time where your name will echo in spaces you never stepped in. Your face will be remembered by hearts that once broke it. Keep your peace close. Keep your past behind. And keep your eyes forward. Because what's coming next will be so divine, even heaven will pause to smile. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They had their chance to stand beside you, but they chose to underestimate the light you carried. Now, that light has turned into a flame, a holy fire that no jealousy or gossip can extinguish. Their tears will not fall for sympathy, they will fall from the ache of knowing they pushed away a divine soul sent to bless them. Every time they see your name now, their chest tightens. The memories they once buried are now rising like smoke from a fire they can't control. Your face, your strength, your calm smile, it haunts their peace. They will try to act like they're unaffected. They will pretend they don't care. But deep inside, the regret is screaming so loud, even their pride is drowning. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Your success isn't just about material gain, it's about becoming untouchable in spirit. You are no longer the version of yourself that begged for approval. You are now the version that walks away silently, knowing your value is above their reach. They laughed at your dreams, but now those dreams are knocking at your door, dressed in opportunities they'll never get to share. This is the harvest of everything they ignored in you. And now, as your blessings multiply, so will their sorrow. Don't look back for their reaction. Look forward toward your elevation. You were never meant to fit in, you were meant to stand out. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Archangel Michael says, you were tested beyond measure not because you were weak, but because your future was too powerful for the ordinary path. Heaven had to refine you. And now, you're walking into rooms with divine fire trailing behind your every step. Their biggest fear is happening, they're no longer part of your circle, your path, your tomorrow. The spotlight they once thought they deserved is now shining only on you. And nothing they say can dim the truth that's rising from your soul. The person who once left you doubting your own worth is now watching from the sidelines, realizing they never truly knew you. They only knew the version of you that was still healing. Not the version that's now conquering. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You are not coming back for revenge. You are coming back as royalty. Dressed in strength, covered in grace, and dripping with purpose. Every tear you cried watered the garden they thought would never grow. And now, that garden has bloomed into something too beautiful for their hands to touch. You're no longer a story they get to write, you're a legend they'll regret losing. They never thought you'd leave. But you did. And now, they never thought you'd rise. But you are. Let them cry. Let them feel the absence of your love, your energy, your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Someone will sit alone with their thoughts and whisper your name, wondering how you did it. But the truth is, they were part of the fuel. They pushed you toward your greatness by closing the doors they were never meant to hold open. You are about to walk into your reward season. A season that looks nothing like your past and everything like your prayers. And the one who abandoned you when you were buried will be the same one who cries when you bloom. They're going to see your face in a new light. Not as the one they left, but as the one that heaven lifted. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You no longer have to beg, explain, or wait. What's coming is bigger than apologies. It's the reward of survival, of silence, of staying faithful to yourself even when no one else was. Their tears are not your responsibility. Their lessons are not your burden. You have paid your price in pain, now it's time for peace. The very people who said, "You'll never make it," will watch you soar. The same ones who mocked your path will now whisper your name with awe and confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 232. They don't even recognize you anymore. The strength in your eyes, the calm in your voice, the power in your walk, it's foreign to them. And it scares them. Because they remember when you were broken. When you were pleading. When you were silent in pain. But now you are silent in power. There is no need to speak. Your aura speaks for you. Your presence demands respect without words. You are not just a changed person. You are an evolved being. Type Amen to get blessing 171. They thought they could play with your heart and walk away unshaken. But now, it's their soul that's cracking under the weight of realization. They lost you, not because you failed, but because you flourished. The future version of you will not shrink to make them comfortable. The light you carry now will only grow stronger. And with every step forward, you leave behind echoes of their regret. This pain they feel? It's the sound of karma making its way through their pride. It's the echo of their choices catching up to them. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Don't wait for their apology. Their silence says enough. Don't wait for closure. The door has been sealed by divine hands. Let your success be your anthem. Let your joy be the reminder of what they could never destroy. Let your future blind the eyes that once watched you with disgust. They thought you were finished. They didn't know you were just beginning. Archangel Michael says, "Now is your rise." And no one, not even the ones who cried over your absence, can stop what heaven has designed. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Their messages will come. The "I miss you." The "I was wrong." But by then, your time will be too valuable. Your space too protected. Your energy too sacred. You gave them a chance to grow with you, but they chose to stay behind and judge. Now you grow alone, but you grow divine. You will hear of their sorrow, their struggle, their sleepless nights. But you won't feel sorry. Because deep inside, you know, they created this silence. You just walked into it. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Soon, your name will be spoken in places you've never been. Opportunities will knock in rapid fire. And the same people who once closed doors on you will wish they had kept them open. This transformation is not about proving anyone wrong. It's about honoring the version of you that fought in silence when the world turned its back. You are becoming something greater than even you imagined. And those who once tried to define you, will now lose sleep trying to understand you. Their tears are only beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Let them watch from behind the curtains of their ego. Let them ache from the sidelines of your success. Let them pray for your return knowing it will never come. You are not who they once mistreated. You are the reward of every storm you didn't deserve. And now, the one who thought you were finished will cry every time they hear how you're just getting started. Let your light disturb their darkness. Let your healing irritate their denial. Let your presence be a silent sermon. Because heaven is about to turn your name into a prophecy fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 383. You walked away not to escape, but to evolve. And in that evolution, you discovered a version of you so powerful, not even betrayal could destroy it. Now, you're no longer rising to prove them wrong. You're rising because your destiny demands it. They said you'd never shine, but your glow is coming from a source they'll never understand. Divine fire. Sacred oil. Heaven's signature. Their crying won't move heaven. But your journey will inspire angels. Type Amen to get blessing 117. They will revisit old conversations, looking for signs of your greatness they never bothered to see. Every memory will sting, not because you hurt them, but because they chose to overlook you when you were most honest. And now, their heart aches every time your name appears, for it reminds them of their blindness. Their social media feeds will show your glow. Their friends will mention your growth. And they will sit in silence, praying for a second chance with someone who no longer fits the mold they left behind. The seat at your table that once had their name on it has been removed by divine hands. The new chapter you're writing has no space for their energy, their games, their half-hearted presence. Type Amen to get blessing 828. They underestimated the power of your silence. What they didn't know is that your quiet seasons were never wasted. They were planting seasons, watering your soul, pruning your boundaries, preparing your destiny. Now, you bloom in brilliance they cannot mimic. You rise in alignment they cannot understand. Your life is about to unfold in such divine rhythm that even those who wished your fall will begin praying for your favor. Someone from your past will try to return. They'll come with soft words, with smiles, with sweet gestures. But behind it all is regret, pure, burning regret. Because they now know, you were never replaceable. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their cries won't come in front of you. They'll cry at night, gripping their chest when your face flashes across their mind. They'll cry while pretending to be strong. But their soul will crumble with every reminder of your elevation. Archangel Michael says, your crown was never missing, it was being polished for the perfect moment. That moment is now. You are not just walking into greatness. You are becoming a living symbol of what grace looks like after grief. Your story will not only inspire strangers, it will crush the pride of those who thought you'd be nothing. The same mouths that called you weak will now stutter when someone speaks of your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 101. You are no longer bitter, you are bold. No longer broken, you are blooming. No longer confused, you are crowned. They'll wonder how you moved on. But moving on was never your choice, it was your calling. What they did to break you only awakened what was divine in you. Their heartbreak is self-inflicted. They fumbled the treasure. They mistook gold for stone. And now, they must live with the truth that your best version will never need them again. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You won't need revenge. You won't need to gloat. Your life will do the speaking. Your aura will do the shaking. The universe is making sure they see every glow up, every blessing, every door opening for you. They may turn away, but deep down, they're watching. And with every win you collect, a piece of their pride collapses. Their friends will begin asking, "Didn't you used to know them?" And they'll lie, because admitting the truth means confessing they lost the best thing that ever walked into their life. Type Amen to get blessing 414. You are now on a timeline that doesn't include explanations. No more proving, no more pleading, no more trying to convince anyone of your worth. You walk with evidence. You breathe transformation. There's a person right now staring at your photo, speechless. The same person who told others you wouldn't become anything is now quietly swallowing their own words. It hurts them, not because you made it, but because they couldn't stop it. They thought you were theirs to wound forever. But heaven had a plan that didn't include their hands. Type Amen to get blessing 929. You're about to be publicly celebrated in ways they never imagined. You will sit in places of favor they once believed were impossible for you. And when they see it, they will cry, not out of love, but from shame. Their tears are not for what you've done. They are for what they can never undo. They can't undo the betrayal. They can't erase the words. They can't fix what they shattered. And now, your silence is their biggest punishment. Because it means they have lost access to a soul they thought would always wait. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Archangel Michael says, this level of transformation is sacred. Guard it. Don't let sympathy confuse your boundaries. Their tears are not your assignment. They will cry because their eyes are finally opening. But yours have already seen too much to go back. You have become the fire they said would burn out, but instead, it lit the entire path ahead. Let them wrestle with the truth. Let them remember you as a lesson. Because your name will no longer come with pain. It will come with power. And no matter how hard they try to forget, you will always be the one that got away. Type Amen to get blessing 117.